snake tendency. Let's go.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed them up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo. And Diggs has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Montgomery. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. Touchdown, Bengals. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now it's Crowder. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Here we go.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game,
Here we go.
that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game. Them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. There's Garoppolo to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Steelers at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 5. It's a slant to Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown!
Scotty. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal.
increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On 2nd down, Montgomery.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Caught, it's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. David Montgomery, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as a defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Eckler. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
And his kick is good. Well, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Gets around him.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Garoppolo now. The left side caught by Diggs.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll find Moreau here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like you did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, you've got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Now Garoppolo. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
Here we go.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. And just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they looked like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play. And they got it right there, partner.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half. And
if God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive.